Now it's done. You might be talking like this now. It's when you're entering 1 year and drinking 1 year.
So, good evening,
Just
everyone. Please, we can all meet our mics, please. Okay, thank you. So, good evening, everyone, once again.
good
Um,
evening, Joshua.
I welcome you all, and that was the long break that we've had, and I hope that you still all remember all what has been taught. Is there any questions before we proceed? Do you have any questions before we proceed? Based on what we've done so far, from the little basics that we've done, but although it's still little bit, and there are a lot of basics to learn, but if you have to be doing it one by one, it will take us time. So that's why I want to use this approach with you guys, so that as you will get to understand a lot of things from the project that we will be doing. So from that project, that's now what I will now be referring back to the basics that we will be learning. Okay, Mr. Gizo?
Yeah, good evening.
Evening.
Okay, so I keep trying to access my local host,
Okay.
my local host education.
Okay.
So that either front end or back end is showing me error in connecting the database.
Yeah, the problem is that your database is not correct. It's either your password is not correct, or it's even the password that you used. That's what's
But
correct. Or
I'm yet to
one,
input the password.
or secondly, the password has to be. It's either the name that you use to create it is not the name that you use to create that your the database is not corresponding with what you are inserting. That's even the
So
issue. So if you can just share your screen for like just like 2 minutes and see.
okay, okay.
And again, and okay, Mr. Emmanuel, let's see if before Mr. Gizo should share his screen.
Please just continue, Mr. Immobile. Let me. I think there's something I'm doing wrong. Let me just make sure
Okay,
it's
no
not
problem.
some.
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, have a question?
Okay, so, good evening, sir.
Evening.
I wanted to ask,
Hmm.
are you recording the class? Because we used to go back to the previous lectures.
Okay, yeah, it's being recorded. Yet we are recording it. Don't worry.
Okay, and also, sir, based on what we've learned,
Yeah.
can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello? I can hear you.
I still, based on what we've learned, sir,
Hmm.
um, are we on point, or like we still have a lot to go?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, there are a lot, a
I
lot.
just wanted to know.
Yes, there are a lot to learn. There are a lot to learn. So that's why I say that if you are to be doing just basics, so it will take us time a lot. So that's why I want to use this project
Okay.
approach, that as you are learning, so I will not be using anything that you are learning on the project. I will not be using to refer back to the basics and explain some of the concepts under basics. Is that clear? Hope it's clear now, right? Hope that's clear now. So I think it will be better like that if you are to use this project approach, because I told you that this your WordPress is made up of like what you know widgets, and which is corresponding with what you are learning under software too also. So the same thing. So just that this one, it is not just your creativity that you are bringing out in this, right? You don't need any coding. Just except if you want to go into like a deep, complex project, that's when you cannot use your code skills, right? But for now, you don't. Just your creativity that determines. So now, but don't worry. We will just see how we will still be doing that. That will still be refined back to some of the basics that but the basics is just for you to just have like just a fundamentals. Hmm? But this project, don't worry, I assure you, this project that you are going to do, it will be an open eye for for all of you that you get to be understanding a lot of things. And I assure you, by the time we do first 1, 2, 3, 4 project, believe me, you will be familiar with almost everything, everything. So the only thing that will just be working on just your creativity, your design, your designing skills. But the only thing that will make your work to be superb here now is your designing skills. You must learn how to design. Yeah? You must learn how to think. So that's why if someone is into graphics, or let's say UI UX course, or that person is a UI UX designer, believe me, this CMS of the thing will be very very good for that person. That's one. Secondly, before we used to like divide this class into two. That's some part for the CMS, while some part for the coding aspect. But I think what should happen now is that what I'm thinking we should do, since we've already started the CMS project today and we are about to start now, I think we should just focus only on CMS. Then after when we are done with CMS, we will now move back to coding also and learn something. After we've done a little project on the coding aspect too, we now start another project on CMS. I think that's how we will be reshuffling both, instead of us to be dividing the time, because we don't have that much time to be dividing now again, because now we are into project, and that project will, don't worry, I won't take time. I will make sure that before each step that I explain as much as possible, that any project that you want to undo, just follow the approach, just follow. It's still the same thing. I told the computer it's just all about you just following steps, right? So just make sure you practice, and then the only thing that you will just be learning more is how your work can be more efficient. That is okay. I think this is a longer format. So how can I make it to be a shorter, to be like a shortcut for me? So that's just everything that you just be learning more as you are progressing. Oh, but that's okay. And are you ready to share now? Or
So I noticed that it's my SQL that keeps stopping.
yeah,
But
that's
before,
it. I told you. It has to be from your database.
okay, let me just chip in a little. But I'm hoping, but that would imply that. So what I noticed we were doing the other time with you was,
Mm.
we actually, certain things were related. You were able to relate certain things from the CMS to
Okay.
the coding, to the basic coding
Yeah.
as we went along. But now if we're doing it by itself, that means we probably need to be very fast so that we can go back to the code so that people don't forget the relative distance between them, yes?
Okay, you mean that? So that's why if you guys, if we can just, I don't know, I'm still thinking of my time. So because I don't want this period to take time at all, even if possible, we should finish it by like 1 week or 2 weeks. So it means that we have to extend our days. But what I'm still thinking about is still my timing, and to see how we can just, so that yes, that's a nice point, because if we give a gap, it will somehow like
People might
yeah,
forget
yeah, 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 yeah. But for get some of the things, and that's just the best way for us to do, to be like, to be
relating them with each other.
relating there. Okay, CMS now. See how it's been done under your coding skills. CMS does. Well, so let's see. So if I can see your output and your commitment, all like this, from what you are doing, if I can see that most of you are replicating, it's something that we'll just try as much as possible to just add more days to it and see how we can just cover it as soon as possible, so that we just move to the coding aspect too. Believe in this thing, it just needs, I don't just want to like to rush you guys very well. So that's why I want to take my time. But even though I will take my time, I know that from the basics that we've done, that's sufficient enough for us to move on. That you will try to grab it as once. And if you don't get it, it is something that you can still watch and see, right? And don't forget, the only secret is just for you to just practice it. So that's just the only thing that will happen. Are we clear to go now?
Yes, please.
Okay,
More
okay,
or less.
okay. Let me see. I don't even know where I saved my files, but let me first open my XAMPP. Don't forget
Okay.
XAMPP. Just open your
Alright,
XAMPP,
so
right?
I'm still having challenge with my exam. Do I go ahead and share my screen and show you? It's
Oh,
just the my SQL part, and I can't seem
okay,
to make sense of the log.
okay, okay, okay. Just share.
Alright, thank
Means
you.
so, and Mr. Emmanuel, and are you able to solve this your XAMPP issue?
Can you view my screen, please?
Yes, I can view your screen now.
Alright, so when I press that, it starts and then it
Wow,
goes
wow,
back.
wow, wow. Yeah.
So I
The
tried to check it. I tried to troubleshoot then the error log, but I'm not getting the hang
yeah,
of
you
it.
won't get it. Yeah, the problem is your firewall. Yes, firewall, and this is something that will somehow take us time. And the only thing that I would just advise you, just for us not to waste our time,
Uninstall and reinstall,
yes,
yes.
just install and install. But make sure you copy your file.
Okay.
Right? Make sure you copy your file, please, before you uninstall. You know your main file. Your main file is inside your ZAMP.
Happened to me.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to explain. Please just make sure that you copy your file before you delete, because now it's either two ways. So let me try to explain now. So that if you want to reinstall another ZAMP, let me just open my file explorer. Let me say this is my file explorer, this PC. Let me copy this. Let me go back to this. You see now, this is my file ZAMP, right? Before you delete this.
I'm not able to view your screen.
Sorry. It is because you sharing my screen. That's why. Have you closed the screen?
Yes, I've stopped sharing.
Okay, let me reshare. And can you all view my screen now? Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now this is your ZAMP now under my local disk, right? So if this is your ZAMP.
So is everybody able to see his screen? Like, I'm unable to view your screen.
And have you closed your screen?
I see your screen, sir.
It will.
So maybe it's me.
Yes, you have to just first close your screen. You know you were also sharing before.
I think I've done that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you've stopped sharing now.
Please go ahead.
Okay,
I'll catch up.
okay, fine. So now this is your file, this is your ZAMP folder, right? So now if you are trying to uninstall, but this folder will still be there, right? But don't forget, before that, make sure you copy this inside this your H3 docs, and you have to copy the file that you've created for because that's your database. And don't worry, after this one is local installation, and which I've told you that the live one is different from this. So all this process that we are doing here under the live, this one that you host on your domain, so it doesn't require all this, right? But there's a skill that is very, very important for you to also learn. That is now all this, instead of you now to redo everything online, so that file is still this file that you still upload online, so that it will just be as if now you've done it locally, then you now upload it on your live server, the one that that everyone will be able to access to, right? So now that's one. So now, or it's either you, but this is what most people use. Most people will first just go and buy the server, that's the hosting plan, and then they will now. Can you hear me?
Sorry, are you recording?
Yes, I'm recording.
Okay, because I'm thinking I'm having network challenges as well.
Okay. So while some will just go and host the plan, right? So they will buy the hosting plan, and then they will start doing the project live from that. So that's when I taught you something about that plugins that I showed you. So who can remind me? So that let me see if you are still on track. What is the plugin that I told you? If someone is doing, like, let's say you want to upgrade your website, or you are currently working on your website, what is the plugins that I told you guys that you should, instead of you to just shut down your website completely, what is the thing that you have to do? Can someone remind me here?
I'm not getting the question.
I say that now, let's assume now that you are working on live server now. Let's assume that this is not local, this is live. Now, during my explanation in our previous classes, I told you that it is not professional enough for someone to just shut down the website completely, that's unable to access or something, or URL not found, all this kind of rubbish that you see, or error 404, all this kind of thing. So instead of that, for you to shut down your server completely, I told that there's a plugin that I recommended for you guys to always just install that plugins, so that it will just alert the people that okay, this is what you are doing, that this is, so that instead of it to just shut down everything off. Can someone remind me? No one?
So you mean like a plugin that you can use when you're doing site maintenance? I don't
Yes.
understand.
Say yes, yes. I showed you one.
Are you sure it's this class?
Yeah. I think even someone even tried it and then someone even posted that I even answered the question. Someone, but the person is not here. It's a verb. I could remember very well that someone did the task and then the person posted it. Then I now commended that person that yes, it's okay. So I told you that a plugin, a lot of plugins. So just go and search under plugins. You will just search for like just say maintenance or under construction, something like that. Just a keyword that you can think. So now instead of you now just pick one of the plugins there that has more ratings and more reviews. So just pick and install. So now this is the secret behind some website that you see that will be showing under maintenance. Please check back in later or something. We are currently working on the website. Please check back. This is more better than someone should now that someone should not come to your website and is not showing error 404 or web page not found or server downtime. All this kind of thing. It's not professional enough. Hope that's clear. But don't worry, I will still show you guys. Someone should remind me if we start our live project now, so that I'll just show you quickly. Hope that's clear. So now, when what I was explaining so far, so now it's either that two approach. It's either you use this local approach, the one that you now later upload on the live server, or under the main server, live server, you just start developing, and then so the front end, then they will be seeing under construction. Why the back end and you'll be working perfectly and nothing. So the only thing once you are done, you just remove that under construction and everything will be live back. So now I will show you everything. So hope that's clear. So that if you're not trying to install another XAMPP, please, after when you've installed, there is a firewall something that will pop out. That something blocked by firewall, allow access or deny access. Please always allow it, because firewall is created like just more of like a security that it should block any unconfirmed resources coming in. So you always see this, mostly always in anything related to server. You always notice this, something that has to do with server, has to do with host, has to do with something that will be connected to each other. You always see the firewall popping out, right? Please, if it is something that you trust yourself, while although sometimes it might be attack, you must, as once you've allowed it, that's all. That person will be able to penetrate into your, but you know what you are doing and you know what you are installing. So once it is something that you know that it's well confirmed and everything, just allow the access. Hope that's clear. So now what I'm not showing now, if you are not trying to install but this one is not deleted, it will be showing you that this folder is already is already found. But the only thing that you are just to what is causing that is because the name. You can't install two folders that have the same names in the same directory. It's either you rename your XAMPP or you just cancel one thing. Or but me, what I used to do, especially if I want to have two local servers, like two XAMPP in my on my, or more than two XAMPPs on my system. So what I used to do is that I will just rename it, like now, like this XAMPP now. The other one I will I will cancel the P, or I will say XAMPP 1, XAMPP 2, XAMPP 3, just something like that. But you also notice that, so once you have restored, if there's any problem, just let me know. Hope that's clear.
So in a nutshell, you're saying we should just rename this XAMPP and then install another
Yes,
one?
if you are expressing that the folder has already been, that's for those that won't because if you uninstall it, the folder won't go, except you come back to this place now. You come to the main folder, and then you right click and then delete the whole file. Delete, that's where it will go. But if you normal uninstall from your program files, so it won't uninstall this your folder which is supposed to be uninstalled. But that's just how XAMPP used to work. So you have to come and do it manually yourself if you really want to delete it totally. Hope you have understood it now.
Understood.
It's all fine. So now back to, let's start our projects. Although Uh, we have used like 20 minutes. Please, any questions before Mwazibawa has joined also? Any any problem so far? I believe she's on track since she has not been asking questions since all these days. So it means she's on track. So and I hope no any other person that has the issue based on what we've done so far. So we've agreed now that we should focus on the CMS. Then later we'll now move back to the coding also, right? So we'll just try as much as possible to see how we can cover things. So now the first thing I will allow my Apache, and then I will also start my SQL. So once it has what you see that this port is running, port, it means that aha, wow, this is what I'm saying. Can you see the popping out of this firewall now?
You allow access.
Aha, you now allow access it. Have you seen it, right? So
Yes, sir.
some people used to cancel. Once you cancel, it will never work. It will never work. One. Secondly, this what used to cause it sometimes again for your WhatsApp not to work again. It means that your system has virus. There are some bad files that are very sensitive that any like slight virus, small virus, no matter how small it is, it will just corrupt it. That's when you now see if you want to confirm what I'm saying, just go that one that is not working. It's either if you can go back to this exam file, let me allow this access to. If you come back to this exam file, if you scroll down this, you see that some of these bad files, they've changed to 0000000. It means that it has been corrupted and there's nothing you can do. The only thing you can do is just for you to uninstall and reinstall another one, and be careful, especially from flash drives. What used to cause it sometimes is the flash drive that you are inserting, or any drives that someone will just come and just plug into your laptop. That's all. So make sure that any drives so that's why I have a personal laptop that no any external storage. That no one, no matter how I trust you, I don't use external file for that PC because
Laptop.
laptop. Why my other laptop has, even though if your virus is like so you can insert I don't mind, but there's a particular laptop that I don't allow anyone, no matter, even though you want to copy, except I use my own personal one that I know that is very okay. I copy and then I give you to copy from that flash, not copying directly. And that's how it is supposed to be if you are dealing with some sensitive files, because someone will just come and the person will just insert his or her flash drives, and then you won't know. But there are some viruses that has already that have traveled into your laptop and eaten up some files, especially some sensitive files that are very you won't even notice that they are not even up to 1 kilobyte. You will see some that they are just bits. Like this one, see, this one is 1 kilobyte, one sickle. But believe me, once you tamper with one, everything, you will get to know all this during our during our software. You will know why all these files are very, very important. So if you start learning all these, if you start learning the core language, you see how they have been made. All this, your Python, your React, your any language that you are learning, you see how these files used to be created and why they are very, very sensitive. Okay, Mr. Gizo, you have a question?
Yeah. So for files that have been eaten by virus,
Yeah.
can you fix them?
It can be fixed. Yes, it can be fixed. It can be fixed, but just that sometimes it's not that 100% sometimes. Yeah. So that's why we have different types of viruses. We have different types. We have Trojan, we have horse, we have different types of virus that there are some viruses that see once they say virus, it means that thing has been eaten up but has been stored somewhere else. Right? It has been stored somewhere. I would have shown you one. I would have created a virus now for you guys to see and see how it's happening. But because of time and for it not to divert my attention, I would have shown you how virus used to be created, especially those doing cybersecurity sometimes, because I also specialize on the cybersecurity. So sometimes if you want to attack a system, there is a way that you write a script. That is still it's still all is still DevOps, right? Yeah, I told you everything is DevOps. So it's a script that someone will write and then just send to you, part file, and you won't know. Just install, just a script, and you just say everything blank, right? While, but mostly the one that used to happen on your system, those viruses that you are seeing, so it means that it has been eaten up but has been stored somewhere else. That's why some of you will now be seeing random files. You see TMP folder, you see found.000 folder, you see different kind of names that will be generated automatically on your system. So if you can trace it, I would have shown you how to trace it now. But don't worry, please. Someone should remind me before.
Maybe as we proceed, it's just a question. Just
Yeah. Maybe as we proceed, even I will also look like doing our next class. Someone should just remind me so that I will just show you guys so that in case instead of you like now some of you will just see that your files have been corrected and then you just format. No, before you format, there are some necessary steps that you have to take first. Then if you are unable to get it, that's where you now what format it, right? So why some it means that it has been eaten totally. That's why even have you ever noticed that a file that will be corrected and it will change back to like a CMD prompt? It will change like to a CMD. Okay, Mr. Gizo.
Okay, so my second question, sorry to cut you.
Okay.
My second question is, can you fix a virulent flash on your system?
A fix?
Or if it's corrupted, it's gone forever.
That a flash?
Yes, a virulent flash.
Okay, that can you make it to work back?
Yes, can you fix it if it's
Thank you.
corrupted
See,
already?
this is the same thing happening to our normal hard disk. Let me, like, I think I've already explained this, I think, or maybe not this class, that when I was explaining the HDD and the SSD, that I told you the difference. Like the HDD now, once it has fallen down, that's all. So people say that that's all, that you can't repair it. But don't forget, so in our normal way of life, they believe that anything is repairable, except the one that except if we don't know. That's why some people still believe that there's nothing like there's no cure for HIV, there's no cure for cancer. People still believe except if we don't know. That same thing applies to our computer things. Some people believe that no matter how that thing is, there must be something that can repair it. But although that's just the normal thing that is out there, that once your flash or your this thing has been damaged, that's all. But don't forget that this is man-made something. It's not something that is natural. I mean, it is natural thing that I believe that sometimes, except if we don't have the capability, we just say, okay, fine. But if something is man-made, it's man that created it. Why won't we be able to correct it? Except sometimes some people just look at the stress that they will go through. So now, if you have opened an hard disk before or SSD, you will find out that the major thing inside it is just more of like a disk. It's a disk that is running inside your HDD. That what used to now cause it is that once that disk has like a slight dislocation from where it's just more of like how they play all this ultrasound before. Is it ultrasound or was that thing that they used to play this and then to play any audio file then? That big before the invention of all this DVD, that they will just put one big like a disc. So that is same thing that is inside that your. Now you said.
Is it a gramophone?
That's one that people will just. Is it what do they call it? Is it our?
The disc is very big.
Very big that it will be rolling, that they will just place that thing on it and it will start saying what it should say. Some you use it for music, some use it for anything that they want to say. That's you must have seen it. You must have seen it. It has been so. That's what they used before the invention of our DVD that we are using, right? So now that is the same thing that is inside your disk. So that's something. The disk is running. It's a disk that is running inside. That it's also, and that disk will not be readable for your disk, and which I told you that they call it bootable. So that it will now be able to detect your system, right? So once there's now this location inside that thing, that's when you now see that your disk won't work again. That's just the fact. But believe me, if you can open it and set it back, you see that it will work back perfectly. But just that some people just believe that no, that's all. The same thing happening to Flash. The only thing that will make the normal conversion give it to Flash or any drives that I mean any storage drives, the normal permanent solution that is always there that they give to it is that if a flash drive or if any storage devices is if any storage device is malfunctioning, the permanent solution to it is just format it. That's all. Once you format it, it will restore back to its normal position. Except except if it is something that is related to hardware issue. Let's say, for example, your flash, the one IC has burnt inside, but you don't know, or there's one of the teeth that is joining with your laptop that is not detecting again, except if it is hardware issue. And that hardware issue, if you can fix it, it will work. But for your normal as a software guy, so if any flash is misbehaving, then you insert it. It is just it's detected, but it's not opening, or let's say it's just rolling. Just make sure that you format it. But if it's unable to format, that's why we now used to use some external softwares. Like there's a software that I have here that I used to repair any flash drive that is giving me headache, especially if it's not detecting it. Like let's say that person wants to recover that especially the files. I use this software. It's very good. It's US. Can you see this software? Can you see my screen?
You know, I'm having trouble
Oh,
with my network, so I
okay,
can't
okay,
do anything.
but you see it if you are
I'm just
watch.
listening blindly.
So I use that software. So if this thing is still detecting, the system is detecting it, but it's not readable. That is, that file is not bringing out file. So that's why you now use external software. I told you almost everything that you have now is a solution. Especially if you can, and there's a command tool that I use then. There's a command that we have some commands too that you can use as a DevOps to set any of your drives, and if you are having issue, so there's a way that you set it, and all this. Don't worry, we still have it under our this thing too, under our
Flash.
yeah.
Thank you, you're a bad guy. I've formatted the flash, it's fine.
See, so you see, there's not see that's just the normal convention, right? So once you formatted it, so I'm not a bad guy, please. So it's just
I meant that in a good way, my bad.
yeah,
My bad.
no. I understand. Please just study, guys. Right? Just study. I told you the best thing that you can invest yourself now in this 21st century is just technology. Believe me, you will enjoy your life. You will enjoy your life so much. See, nothing will disturb you. Nothing will disturb you a lot, except. But the only thing that I advise you, like today, that I was advising some of my students where I went to today. So believe me, if I want to be a billionaire today, it's easier for me. Now I now show them something, but just for educational purpose. Please, just for educational purpose. I showed them something like now. I showed them how to create a fake alert. Fake alert. I'm telling you, and you will receive alert as if it's as in they will alert to green, you see it will come in, but believe me, but it is fake. So they say, wow, this is, but why is it good?
No.
It's not good. Now this is where some people now. I told you, like when I was explaining, because they were learning this name for me, cyber security, that I was not trying to explain the difference between black hackers, the white and the gray. So I told them that the difference is just a slight. Some people it is from gray that they will turn to black, because as they were testing, just slight thing, just say, wow, so these are people get money so easily. That's how someone will just turn to black hackers, and that's all, and just start extorting people. Believe me, in technology it's easier, very very easy, very easy to become rich. But thank God, alhamdulillah, what you just owing most of us, some just religious thing that some your normal personality that this is wrong, is totally wrong. That's why, believe me, that's why as human being, don't let someone else thing to entice you that, wow, how this person is making his or her money. I would say, please don't see. If you are to check some people who believe me, all those things that you are seeing on social media, say, hey, they are not like that. They're not like that too. So don't let anyone's progress to just imitate you that wow this I wish to be like this person. Okay? If you can see what some people are doing, believe me, see you will just be saying wow, 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 wow. So just make sure that you just follow the normal way, and anything that you are doing, make sure you do it in ethical way, please. So that's why to become rich very is easy in tech. But what just holding most of us back, we are trying to just make sure as soon as possible, as to just try our best not to fall into bad things or that we should get rich in a bad way. That's why now the system is not seeing some people that are serious, like as if they are not serious. While some people that are not serious, the system is not seeing them like as if they are serious. But don't forget, nothing lasts long in this earth. Just go. Even someone even told me, I think today, when I was saying, well, sir, you're supposed to have been in Dubai today. I said, what for where? Let us still continue, yeah? Then continue and just follow your normal way, and don't forget, you should do everything in ethical manner. Don't let someone else progress to entice you that wow, I wish to be like this person, I wish to be, because you are just seeing the front end, but you don't know what is happening at the back end, please. So you just continue with your own normal way of life, and believe me, and trust your process. Believe me, you will be amazed that wow, 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 no matter how little, you just still follow the normal process and you will get yours. You will get everything that you need to get. So that was it. Please, what I'll just tell you guys, just keep on boozing, just keep boozing up. Believe me, it counts. It counts. By the day you will pack it, you will be surprised, right? So hope it has been solved now, and I hope you have also gotten something. I have even forgotten our project today.
As in, I wanted telling you, you have not done the CMS.
Yeah, don't worry. Sorry, this is also part of knowledge. Don't worry, it's still part of knowledge. So now, after when you've opened your XAMPP, so no matter how we still do something today. After when you've opened your XAMPP, I see. Okay, let me go back to any of my browser. Let me see, and then I hope I still remember it's just a local host, right? Local host. Let me say go back to my backend. I told you if you want to go back to your backend, you use WP admin, right? So that you go back to your login page. This has started again. This might slow. Don't worry. The problem is because I'm using. Yeah, my data is on, so they are conflicting with each other. It's not supposed to be like that. So you know that it's just more like they are fighting. So who is forced to enter? as the way that please hope you are all progressing, right? So please just make sure you practice. Just make sure you practice. So now we've all concluded, before this one we finish loading, we've all concluded that we will be embarking on the educational website, right? So now, like what I've said earlier, you will get a lot of experiences from here. And the sweetest things about this thing, again, once you've created, it's yours, right? It's your own. So even if anyone should come if anyone is demanding for something, and believe me, the sweetest thing about CMS again, you see those teams, that teams market that you went to, that you see a lot of teams. So even after when you have designed your own, you can change it to a team and sell it. We have different websites now that to sell teams and to sell plugins. But what is limiting some people is that some people are creating for a brand body that you can't just use their template for something else again, right? So while there are some people that are local, that the only thing that you just do, just go and edit and just recreate for that person, as far as they are looking for the same thing. So that this is my backend. Let me log in. So you can resell your themes. You can resell it, just place it there. Believe me, people will buy it. As far, don't forget, the only thing that will sell you is your designs. You must learn how to design things. So now this is my backend, right? So this is my back end. So now the first thing that you are going to do here now. So let's assume, and have you started? Let me try to view what we've done. Let me right click, open a new tab. Let me see the output. Now this is our front end now. Okay, now okay, this is what we've done so far. Okay, this is our front end and this is our back end. So now for this, I will introduce you to one of the best, or should I say that the best plugins rated so far now as of today. I know that you must have all heard of this plugins called Elementor. Have you heard of it?
Yes,
So Elementor is so good that, believe me, this is what, and that they, I think since for the past 3 years they have been the best so far. And now that they have also integrated some AI features too. Guy, it's now superb now, very well. So first install all this, and don't forget, hope you see all on this, remember all these basic settings, right? The one I explained, your settings, this your readings and the rest. This your readings, writing, the general one, and about the post and everything. Hope you still remember that.
yes, yes.
So now just search for your Elementor. It's Elementor. Okay, the spelling Elementor. So now this is something. Although there are some things on this the Elementor, very, very good. So although we have something that these are the limitations that you also learn, which I've also told you this during our differences between the coding aspect and the CMS. So now this one too here now, one of the limitations that you'll be seeing now, there are some things that you need to be buying if you really want to create a robust project. That's the limitation that you'll be seeing under CMS. But the only thing that will now help you with your coding, if you know the coding aspect, instead of you to be buying that thing, you just code it and then integrate it. Hope that's clear. That's why there's enough for people now that they charge a lot, so that even everything that you buy, you can even not even cost you up to. See, everything that you finish a CMS website with what you buy and with what you will not buy, even though you want to create a university university website today, believe me, you might not spend nothing less than 1 million. That's all. That's the university that you have a large database. And why you now see some people that they will be estimated that they write estimation of 20 million just for a website. I'm telling you, because there was a time that I saw one of college of education here in our state that someone proposed. Believe me, that person proposed 20 million just for a college website, and that person, everything he used, he bought it, and is this thing, and he also used CMS, WordPress, and he bought everything, the plugins, the themes, he bought and just installed for him, and that's all. And everything is spent. I think nothing
So,
else.
so I have a question, please.
Now he said. He said.
I have a question, sir, please.
Okay. What's the question?
I said I have a question.
What's the question?
You said the guy bought the plugins,
Eh,
but us, are we buying? Yes, we are downloading plugins now.
Yes,
or
yes, yes.
Is there a chance where we are going to buy?
Yes. See, almost all the plugins that you are seeing, they have the pro version. So they have the free version, they have the pro version. Even almost 99% of plugins that you are seeing out there, the only ones that they are somehow free, it's the one that because the WordPress itself, they have some free plugins and some free themes. But believe me, the limitation that you see is that those themes, they won't, you won't see what you need in them. You won't, the things that you'll be seeing you won't see them. So that's the limitation that all the CMS developers used to experience. The person without any coding skills. But someone that has coding skills won't bother with all this. Even though that free thing is more than enough for me. So them, they will just twist everything with their coding skills, and that's all. But someone that has no coding, so now you won't have any option that to just go and buy this thing. up to that scale. So almost all the plugins that you'll be installing and almost all the things that you've seen, you always be seeing that they will be alerting that buy pro. It means that they have what we call freemium. They have a premium version, the one that you can use for free, but you have some limitation. But if you want to upgrade it more, so that's why you now pay. But you can still, like for Elementor now, the free version, we can use it to code everything that we want. But it is because now we want to create a robust website, so that's why we need a Pro Elementor. But for Pro Elementor, I have it because I've already bought it some years back, and then I bought it, if I'm not mistaken, I bought it around $60. Then $60. That's the Pro version for Elementor. I bought it $60. Now see like this WhatsApp now. You can see that it's showing Pro. So it means I've installed this WhatsApp plugins, but it's showing me Pro version also again. See, go. That's how you'll be seen in almost everything that you'll be installing. So I've installed my Elementor now. You see now, you say get Elementor. You see now that is showing get Elementor, get Pro version. So that's how you'll be seeing it. But the only thing I think what I will do for you guys is that I already have the Pro version, because let me show you what it means so that you will get to know. And our class will end now. Our class will end now.
Do you extend the time?
It's already even time because I even need to rest. I've been working since morning. I'm telling you, I'm not even rested. So, okay, like you have question?
Yeah. So you said that we can so the elements I was used.
Now, is that?
Can we design the Elementor plugin ourselves?
Yes, but you need a coding skills.
Okay, so the question now becomes: Can you yourself design the Elementor plugin?
Yes, definitely yes. Yes, I can design it.
You said you bought it, so I was thinking you could have
No. What I bought is that I bought it from them. I bought the Pro version.
So my question is, why not design it yourself?
Kai, because of time. You know that all these things that you are seeing, they are not like something. You know what? Sometimes it is better that for you it is just more of like let it give you the right scenario that you will understand. There are some things that no matter how good you are, you just have to just delegate, no matter how, right? Now it is just more of like someone said that Kai, because now is it not to just go and buy wood and just nail it together. Allah, I will go and do this capital work myself. Yes, you can do the capital work, but believe me, one, it will stress you out. Sometimes it might even not be okay down how you want. Just give the people that they have already specialized on that and just get on. So you must learn how to delegate sometimes. So that's why they consider most people that used to say that they want to do everything. They say that they consider them to be a stingy person. No matter how people say chop your money, even though you good, there are some things that I know personally, I know that I can do it, but just for me, just that I just wish that you two to just get something, because that's where you two you are also getting your daily bread from. I'll just go and buy it. And now let me give you one example. Now there was a time that I did this thing, water dispenser locally, everything that I did myself, and it's working perfectly. So now, believe me, when I propose to someone, when I propose to someone, see this water dispenser that I did locally, the person was amazed. Now, the money I spent to do that thing, if I'm not mistaken, then it was like close to like 30,000. All the components that I bought and how I did structure and everything. So now the first question that person now asks me that so instead of me to be doing all this wala, I would just rather go to market to just go and buy. You see, go. Can you see people's mindset? But the difference that you will just get here is that you learning, you've already gotten the secret behind that thing that someone should just go there to buy. That's why personally, even that's even what I also want to specialize on. That I will go back now. I will start designing my own themes and plugins, and I will upload for sales. Do you understand now? That's my next agenda now that I want to be doing. So that's one. But their own plugins, I bought it. I bought and it's working perfectly and very okay. Let me show you how it's done so that you get to understand now. If I should open this one where with my Elementor free version now, I have the free version now. You will see the limitations. You will see what I'm talking about. Just imagine now, if I want to now design my own Elementor now, see, please, till when I'll finish coding all these things? They are just too much. Can you see that? They are too much. So that's why all this company, what they have is that they have like more of like community. That's why I told you the best way to leverage your skills is to be in a community. They have a very large community that they will just delegate this, or you go and design these plugins, you design this, then they will not integrate it into one as a one product, right? So now let's finish loading and see what I'm saying.
So that's almost like DevOps, right?
Yeah, that's DevOps. That's why DevOps is everything. See, and the funny thing about the first company to bring this DevOps to life, it's Amazon. They are the first company that said that started with this DevOps something. That's, I think, around 2000, if I'm not mistaken. It was around 2000 that they started this DevOps terminology. So, and it's found by this Amazon. They are the one, and they saw that everything easier. Instead of just one person just developing everything, they delegate you do this, you do that, you do that, and they see and later on Facebook too now integrated it, because before Facebook updates used to come I think once every year. Facebook before when they started then, but with the help of DevOps now Facebook used to update. Go and notice they update every 2 weeks now, and which I believe and the last time I checked it was around that 2 years back. Which I believe now that it must be like, because with the introduction of AI now, at least someone should be able to be updating like, let's say 1 week or let's say for 5 days, because of the fastness that you'll be seeing now, right? So you see, that's just the benefit of you learning DevOps. It gives you everything. This one is still loading. I would have shown a lot of things right, you guys, and our time is up.
But it's even good that you mentioned this,
Okay.
because I think that's one of the essence of the community, right?
Yeah.
So that different people can bring their skills to
Yes.
them,
See now,
together.
if it will take one person to develop one product like 3 months, in community you finish it in 1 week.
Right.
That's just the secret, and that's our essence of we community. And we've tried our best, but people are not complying. We are trying to bring people on board. We are come and learn this and let's do this together, but people are running away.
But
And
also someone is
now, okay, like what?
so that we don't neglect it.
Now you said?
Someone was raising her hand, so that
Okay. Who is that? Please talk. Oh, because I can't see. Who is that?
we don't neglect her.
This one is still loading. Oh my God.
Madam, how
Okay, Mazawa.
Hello, Mark.
Maziba. Well done. Welcome.
I
Okay.
was actually about quitting this program.
Okay. Oh,
I was not getting it. I did not understand
you know what?
why. And another thing is that we don't actually have a particular, it's a course content that we say, okay, this is where we stopped. This week, this is where we are going.
Okay. Like I don't
So-
understand.
Did you say something?
Like yeah, like this thing was skipping. Can you say
We
it?
don't have a particular content
Okay. In what way?
that will say, okay, this week we are here. We are moving to this topic next week.
I think you can see the flyer that I do send every week. I listed this thing that we are to learn there. The flyers that I used to
I don't
send,
understand what you are saying.
the flyer that I sent this morning, like I listed like 4 things there, like Evo page, this. Did you see that?
I didn't open the flyer.
Okay, so that is it is to be there. I think even then, like, okay, the project manager is not here. So before it used to he even used to even posted like some of the reviews, like summary of what we've done, that this that. But like what I told you guys. So everything is just all about delegation. So there are some people, man, that can even just delegate to be doing all this. So one person can't just be doing everything sometimes. So but I just try as much as possible to just list the topic. Okay, this week this is what we learn. So that's why even if I do go and check the flyer, you see that I listed like four things or three or four things there. That this is what we will try to cover in this week topic. Hope that's clear. Hope it's okay now.
Yes.
Okay, but
Yeah,
don't
but
worry. So we just see,
Yes.
we just see how as how we can just improve it more, so that we will be like each topic now. We now try to like to give like a little description on it, so that we will get to know more of what you cover that week. I think we just see as how we can just do that. Hope that's clear. And our time is up now. I think no matter how we still learn something new, but although I'm not happy that we are unable to clear, so please just try as much just try before next week. Please download this Elementor, right? Just download the free version. I will see how we continue from that next week, please. Or just prepare before the week runs out if you can just have another class. See you guys because it will log
But
us out now.
that was
It will log us
simple.
now. Our time is up. It will log us out now.
Okay.
So see you guys next. Thank you.